Captain Jack. World Savior, ageless, beautiful. Please welcome to the stage, also ageless and beautiful, John Barrowman. Baby in one hand, Magnum in another. Don't mess with badass mother, Gwen Cooper. New to the Torchwood team is CIA's best. Aggressive, brash, walking dead man, Rex Matheson. Please welcome Mekhi Phifer. Like Gwen in the very first episode of Torchwood, Esther is sharp, sweet, and totally in over her head. Please give it up for Alexa Havens. Oswald Daines is a convicted child killer, Miracle Day survivor, and budding media celebrity. Please salute Mr. President Bill Pullman. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Battlestar Galactica, Torchwood. You cannot think of these shows without thinking of sci-fi writer extraordinaire Jane Espenson. You do love Comic-Con. Last night I heard you went to the exhibition floor. Yeah. You spent 3 hours there, yeah, and something like $2 grand.
Yeah.
Were you in disguise?
I wasn't in disguise. The Comic-Con said I could only go on the floor if I wore a cap. I thought, well, first time I've been on the floor with just a cap on. So I did. I went, and I had 2 lovely security guards with me, and as if that wouldn't attract more attention to myself, you know what I mean? And I did. It was a nice little blue cap, but I did. I bought a load of T-shirts. I always buy my T-shirts at con. I also bought a couple of action figures that I'm really into. I also stopped off to see my friend Joe at Toner Dolls, because they did a really great rendition of Captain Jack and Gwen, and I picked up some other things from them. So yeah, listen, I'm like all of you. I am a fan of science fiction. I'm a nerd at heart, and I'm proud of it, so.
What was the best thing you purchased last night?
The best thing I purchased last night? The first thing that comes to mind, the thing that I was most excited, 2 things. I'm gonna give you 2 things. The new Captain America action figure, yeah, which by the way is first night tonight, isn't it? It's released, yeah. I also bought a set of 24. This is going back to my childhood. You remember those cups that they used, glasses they gave you like at McDonald's and you'd buy it? Oh, brilliant. And they have like Batman on them. You know, I've got every superhero on all the cups, and I bought them and I've just shipped them home. Scott's gonna get this box and go, what the? Honey, do you want your cocktail out of Superman or Batman? Or do you feel like Wonder Woman tonight? Hey, what did you expect?
Children of Earth, which was a huge hit, aired a couple years ago. How confident were you that you would one day again get to put on that coat and come back as Captain Jack?
Well, you know, I myself am a confident person in my own life, but when we finished with Children of Earth, it was written in a way that we actually thought it wasn't going to come back. But I was very vocal about it in the UK, and speaking and saying that and it was my opinion, you know, it was nothing reflected on anybody else. I said they'd be stupid not to bring it back because it was so successful. Thank goodness for Starz, who stepped forward with Julie and Russell going and, you know, flying the Torchwood flag, and with the collaboration with the BBC. Here we are, so we kind of, you know, held our ground, and I knew what was going on behind the scenes because Russell and Julie had kept Eve and I in the loop and what was going on, and we knew they were trying to move forward with it. We just wanted it to be with the right people, the right team, and Starz stepped up to the plate. They said to Julie and Russell, we don't want you to change the feel of the show, we just want to make it bigger and better. And I think we've landed on our feet in a new home. I also think that it's something that's great that's happened for the show, because without them, we would not be here. So I thank the Starz.
Since Children of Earth, you have appeared in a Welsh show. You recently did some voice work as Danish elf Meryl in video game Dragon Age 2. How does going back to Gwen and slipping into Gwen's leather jacket, how does that feel? How does that compare?
Oh, I just got to say first of all, hello. I'm so overwhelmed. There's so many people. It's fantastic. Anyway, back to the leathers. Oh, that's very nice. It's so easy to slip back into Cooper's leathers. They're always comfortable and very warm and sexy, and I enjoy. Call me.
I want a photograph.
Later. Seriously, call me. Yeah, seriously though. Yeah, the leathers are good. I always love it. In fact, it's quite difficult to get me out of them at the end of the day. I kind of go home and, yeah, I'm still in them. She's just a wonderful character that somehow I find very difficult to let go, and to come back to her is just a dream.
Everyone on the panel who isn't John or Eve, raise your hand if you had seen Torchwood before you signed up.
Be honest.
My husband is a fellow fanboy. You're out there, babe. Hi. So he is either on the floor buying comic books or finding out whatever's going on with Underworld, because she's his first love. So he's the one that introduced me to the world of Torchwood. And when it came about, he fully geeked out, and it was, I will serve you divorce papers if you don't take this job. So when it came about, and I had watched it through him and just got sucked into the world that's unlike anything I believe that we have on our schedule here in the U.S. So thanks, babe.
Mackay and Bill, what is wrong with you guys?
Well, you know, listen, I may not come when you call, but I'm always on time, okay? And it took me some time to get into the Torchwood thing, but what happened was, how it actually came about for me was, it came across my desk. My agents gave it to me and my managers, and I met with Julie and Russell, and I fell in love with them, and then they gave me all of the third season of Children of Earth. And I watched all 5 episodes in one sitting. And I said, I have to be a part of this thing. This is going to be big, it's going to be epic. And I loved what these guys already brought to the table. And I just became a big fan. So, and people might not know this, so even though I'm from Harlem, I'm a big nerd too. Okay? Let's get that clear.
The story is, some of us had to work for our role. And you're giving it right.
Oh no, he worked for his role.
Oh.
Casting counseling, yeah.
Bill?
Well, I know that we all are telling the real deal here. So I was a huge Torchwood fan right from the 3rd episode. I flew to London by the end of the 4th episode, and I wore Captain Jack's coat outside the set. So I think when they were coming to cast this, I think Russell remembered that and was very appreciative. So.
Alexa, how hard has it been for you to not tell your husband how this all turns out, since he is the diehard fan?
Well, Eve and I are in the same boat. Her fiance, it's the same thing. They don't want to know. They want to experience at the same time as all of you. So he'd say, don't tell me, don't run it, don't run it. So I would keep scripts away. But then I'd come home and like, hair's a mess. And, you know, you could tell there'd be like residual, like, blood on my hands or something, and he would, okay, so what, well, is that Captain Jack's blood? What happened? He's immortal now, right? Just tell me that. So I kind of dangled a carrot, and I got a few more chores around the house that way. Babe, I'll tell you if you do the dishes. So he's experienced it. He was at the screening last night, those of you that joined us. That was a great night. Thanks for coming. So he was experiencing it in real time with all of you.
If you only got dishes done out of it, you need to come and talk to me.
I'll take some
I love you, Justin.
Bill, how long did these guys wait before calling you Mr. President on set?
Well, they did, but they stopped once we all started doing song and dance with John in between the takes. You know, they forget. It rubs off fast when you're doing showbiz songs now. But I was really not used to this process of television, so you signed on not knowing how the thing is going to play out, not knowing who's going to be writing it, and you know, it was great to discover that I'd read the first scripts to sign on, and then realized that as it kept going, it got better and better and better. And the thing that I was really nervous about, that it wouldn't find a way to come to a close, actually, it did. And I think largely because of Jane and the team of writers. Unbelievable good writing.
Jane, can you tell us how whatever is behind Miracle Day, and tell us how it compares to the 4, 5, 6, which I think is hard to top.
Yeah, everybody sort of has been asking me the question, you know, people who've just seen 1 and 2 or 1 and 2 and 3 are saying like, well, obviously this can't get as dark as 4, 5, 6, because like what could possibly beat those stakes? And it's, this will be a lighter season. You can't get to the really deep, dark, under emotional places, and I just keep saying, oh, wait. Episode 5, the thing I love about this show is that it can contain so many tones at once, and it can go from funny to incredibly dark, and sometimes it does it at the same time. And yeah, if you are feeling hungry for dark chocolate, and you have been getting milk chocolate, wait for episode 5.
I totally missed that.
It's like dark chocolate.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's dark and delicious.
Oh yeah.
All right. Jane, what are you doing with it, Jane? They call me dark chocolate sometimes.
The flavors of Torchwood.